if you're looking to create a rental marketplace like Airbnb or like Booking.com and you don't know where to start from, you don't have a clue how to get that done, then I got you covered in this tutorial. I would walk you through step by step how you can set this up super easily just by yourself following this tutorial. So without wasting so much time, I think we should get started into the tutorial already. So right on my screen here is Airbnb. I just want to show you exactly what it looks like. You can see anyone can come here anywhere in the world, can just come right into Airbnb, and then they can find a property in their favorite town or maybe a town they want to go into, and then they can book that property maybe a night, 2 nights, a week, whatever it is that you want to do. And also the same thing for Booking.com, and Booking.com is a little bit more elaborate than Airbnb because you can also rent cars, you can also get airport taxis, you can possibly add flight bookings and all this kind of stuff. So in case you're not sure whether this is something you should do, maybe for your local community, it's a fantastic thing to do. So there is a website here called What of Web. So I came in here to just check out the website analysis for Airbnb.com. And the question in my head is, what exactly is Airbnb.com worth as a digital asset? And then I just came here to check. So What of Web says to me that Airbnb is worth 484 million US dollars. This is not how much Airbnb earned. This is just what the website itself is worth. If the owner of Airbnb wants to sell this website, it should be looking into somewhere around 500 million. I want to believe the figures would be more than this. I also did check out for bookings.com. So let's see what bookings.com is worth. Is worth a whopping 1.3 billion US dollars. So this is the worth of a website you are trying to create. I have spent some time of my life trying to flip digital assets, so I have an idea what it means for you to design a website that has a lot of value. In case you're still doubting whether or not you should create a website like this, I want to let you know that you are going to be creating a website that has a lot of potential, a lot of market value. To design a rental marketplace like Airbnb, we'll be using a tool called Hivepress. It's at hivepress.io. I will leave a link to Hivepress in the video description, and here you can see it says that you can build marketplaces, directories, classified with WordPress. So Hivepress is a free multi-purpose WordPress plugin that allows you create any type of directory and listing websites in next to no time. The beauty about Hivepress is that it is a multi-purpose WordPress plugin. It means you can use this to create any type of rental marketplace. It's not compulsory that you're selling houses. You can use it for car rentals, house rentals, whatever thing you're trying to rent. It's multi-purpose. You can customize it to suit whatever business you want to do. So let's just check this site. Let's see more about this. One plugin, many case uses directory, classified, marketplace, job board. A lot of things you can do with this. Monetization made very easy. I'm going to walk you through that. You see exactly how to monetize a website like this. This is inspired by real platforms like Yelp, like TripAdvisor, like Yelp, like Zomato. Ready, set, customize. You can see a lot of things here available for us to use. So if you come down here, you are going to see that they have a free and a premium themes. So they have a tool here called Meeting Hive. They have RentalHive. They have Expert Hive. We can browse all of them for us to see. So their Meeting Hive is an appointment booking WordPress theme. If you buy this theme, you're going to have a website where people have access to experts. They can go there and they can make a booking. RentalHive is exactly what we're going to be using in this tutorial. It's just a rental marketplace WordPress theme. They also have another theme called Expert Hive. It's a service marketplace WordPress theme. So if you want to design a website like Fiverr, this will be ideal for you. They also have another theme here called called TaskHive. If you want to create a website like freelancer.com or maybe upwork.com, this will be ideal for you. Another one here is JobHive. This is like a job board WordPress theme. If you want to create a recruiting website, then this will be ideal for you. And this is the free one, ListingHive. I have a tutorial already around ListingHive. I have a tutorial already around TaskHive on this channel. I also have a tutorial around ExpertHive. I will drop the link to all of those tutorials in the video description in case you want to learn more about those platforms. But this tutorial are going to be looking into RentalHive, and maybe I'll touch more on other ones like MeetingHive and also like JobHive in subsequent tutorial. So right now, let's just check out this RentalHive. You can see all-in-one rental marketplace WordPress theme. It's a fantastic thing, smooth booking process. Book a room, book a building, book a flat, an apartment, a bungalow, whatever it is that you want them to book. Easy booking management, you're going to see exactly that. Pricing and payment option, fantastic. This work with WooCommerce. With WooCommerce, you have several payment options. PayPal, you can work with Stripe to checkout, whatever it is you want to work with. Booking made easy. You can see all of those things. Easy monetization. There are 3 basic ways you can easily monetize this. You can take a commission on each booking. You can charge your vendors for listing on the website. You can also make featured listings, something like that. Top-notch support. When you buy the theme, you have 6 months of premium support. One theme, many use case, ready, set, customize. We've looked at all of those things, and I think this is just fantastic. So coming down here, simple pricing, no surprises. You see everything you're going to be getting. You get access to bookings, the marketplace plugin, tag, favorite, messages, reviews. All of these things are included in what you're buying. You will not know what this really worth. Maybe we should come up here. Let me show you exactly what that worth. So first off, let's even see what the live demo look like in a new tab, and then let's come here, let's come to the extensions so that you see exactly what the extensions are like. So you can see all the extension is priced at $398, but right now they are selling it for a one-time $199. It's Black Friday season. Apparently maybe that is the reason why it's this cheap right now. And also for bookings, you can see this already in itself is worth $39. Marketplace is worth $39. Request $39. Memberships, search alert, you can see all of those things. Social login, social links, import, SEO, opening hours, statistics, tags, paid listings. All these ones here are free. But you see the things that we get literally for free trying to purchase this theme. So right now, let's see exactly what this look like. So this is exactly what the demo of the website we're going to be installing would look like. You can see a place for logo, home, properties, and then the pages available on the website, the blog, and anybody can sign in, and anybody can come here and list a property. So if you come down here, they can easily search by keywords. They can also search by location. They can come down here. They can see the listings, the housing, the apartment, the rooms. Find the property, check reviews, top properties. These are some of the featured listings. Meet our host. These are the people who are vendors currently on the website. What people are saying. This is a testimonial session. And I think this is beautiful. They also have a blog session here. And then a call to action, rent a property or list a property. And you can see this is a well thought out, quite fantastic website. I love it. So let's come to the properties. Let's just do a check before we put our money. Let's see exactly what we are putting our money into. So this is exactly what the listing page looks like. You can see all the listings, and we can see some filters here based on our properties. You can see anybody can come here. You can see the amount per night. You can also show map. So you can see listings around your location. So if you click this, you can see there's a listing here, single family house. If you click on this, that should be able to take you directly to the property. You can see here, single family house. You can see the location. This is the detail. You can come to location and also come to reviews. You can add this to your favorite. And I think this is beautiful. And from here, we can see the images of this facility. That's beautiful, and we can see details about it, how much it is cost per night, some more details about it, and then we can see the dates. You can come here and say, okay, I want to book this from this date to maybe this date. How many guests do you want to have? I can say I want to have 2 or 3, and then I can make a booking. I can send a message, I can write a review, I can report this listing, then I can see the person who has listed that facility and how many listings that person have currently available on the website. We can also see the reviews here, and we can see related listings. I think this is beautiful. So I don't want to waste so much time. Let's not talk over our head. Let's see exactly how to design this and then how we can customize a website like this for our use. So right now, if we come back to RentalHive, we can just come to see pricing. We can see that we can invest $89 to have this theme, and is a lifetime single site license, unlimited automatic update, 6 months of premium support, 30-day money back guarantee. You can add installation service in case you want these guys to install it for you for additional $10. But you can save that if you watch this tutorial. You should be able to do it yourself and then customize it yourself. So right now, you can just hit the buy now button. And from here, you can see I'm supposed to pay additional VAT. So everything is knocking down to $95.68. So what I need to do here is to put my email address. And then I want to hit the continue button. And then I will complete my checkout, and you can see transaction has been successful. We will email you the details of your order. That's exactly how this works. And then we can close this. Inside of my Gmail, I have an email here. It says thank you for your purchase already from them. You can see from here, find your license key below. You can see I have my license key here. And then you can see I have for my product, I have my Hivepress Bakend, I have RentalHive, I have Hivepress tag, and I have Hivepress marketplace. So now I can download all of them. Let me download RentalHive too as well. Download Hivepress tag, and then I would download the marketplace. Good. So we have all of these things downloaded right now. So I want to copy my license key. And then I want to go to a WordPress website. So here I have a WordPress setup here. I am assuming that you already have a WordPress website. If you don't have a WordPress website set up already, it's super simple and easy to do. I'll leave link in the tutorial to show you how to set up a WordPress website. Super simple and easy. You would not have a problem doing that. So right here I have a default WordPress 2025 theme installed. So let's come to the dashboard of this WordPress website. If we come to appearance and we come to themes, this is the latest WordPress theme as at right now. So what we want to do is for us to add a new theme, and then we want to upload a theme. We have RentalHive downloaded already, so I would just want to come to my download, and I have RentalHive here, so I'm just going to bring that here, and then I'm going to install this. My tab is very busy, so I might just want to delete all of these things here since I don't need all of this anymore. Okay, so I can also delete my Gmail. All right, so this is good. Theme installed. Then let's activate this theme. Good. So you can see we have our theme installed here already, and this theme here, if you come up here, this theme is recommending the following plugins for us to install. So let's just begin installing these. We can see we can just click this, it will highlight all of them, and from here we can just come to bulk action. We can install all of them and hit the apply button. Let's return to plugin installer. And then we want to also click this again, come to bulk action, activate all of them, and hit the apply button. And then all of this plugin has been installed. That's fantastic. Let's return to dashboard. Beautiful. So now we can see, please add a license key for your premium Hivepress theme and extension. That's exactly what we want to do next. We want to click this. And then we want to scroll down here. You can see Hivepress store. We want to put our license key here. And then we want to just save changes. That's done. It says if you want to start with RentalHive demo content, please follow this screencast to import it. You might do that, but I'll show you exactly what you need to do. We just need to install another plugin to do that. So let's come to plugin. Let's come to add new. and let's search for one-click demo import. So this plugin is here, one-click demo import. You already have 1 million active installation. It's a fantastic plugin. So let's install this and let's activate this plugin again. All right, so that has been activated. We have an update here. Oh, okay, let's update this. Okay, that's been updated. Fantastic. This is set here. So now if we come to appearance, we'll see a place now that says import demo data. And that's exactly what we want to do. And if we scroll down here, we're going to see RentalHive, and we're going to see this button here to import this demo data. Before we do that, let's see exactly what our website look like currently. So let's open this up in Frontend. You can see this is exactly what our website look like. So now let's come back here. Let's import our demo data. Before we import, it's asking us to install this plugin. They are just recommendation. It's not compulsory. You can choose if you want to. Let's just continue and import, and then we can see we are importing our content. This may take some few seconds depending on how fast your internet connection is. So you want to give this some few seconds to finish up. So import complete. This is cool. So now let's go see exactly what our website look like again after importing that content. So let's refresh this. All right, so we can see we now have the same content here, and I think this is amazing. This is beautiful. The same thing we have there, we now have here. All right, fantastic. Good. There's some things we still have to do. Let's come back here. First off, let's come to our settings. Let's come to general. So here we can put a site title. I want to change this from dapps tutorial. I want to just call this dapps rental. Right, that's good. It gives me the field I'm selling something. I can save that. I can come to reading, and from here I want to make sure that I set my website to a static page, and then my home page I want to change it to home. And if you have a blog as well, like they do have here, I want to set this as a post page, and then I want to save changes. That's good. Another thing I will always recommend that people do is to check their permanent structure. You want to make sure that you set this from day and name to post name. Very important. I love to use post name, and most people recommend post name for you to use as a permalink structure. So I'll hit the save changes button. So if I come back to my website now, you can see it says staffsbrook.com/home. I can refresh this. This page here called home has now been set as our default home page, so it's now loading directly at staffsbrook.com, not staffsbrook.com/home. So now that we have this demo content ready for us, the next thing is for us to see how we can customize this to suit whatever you want to do. Just say you want to change the text, you want to change the images, you want to change a lot of things here. Let me show you how to customize this. So let's come back to the back end of our WordPress. And if we come now to this website here, you can see that I now have a place now for Hivepress. From Hivepress here, we have a lot of things here like settings, emails, template, themes, extensions. We also have another option here for listings. We can see all the listings. We can add a new one, the categories, the tags, the attributes. And also for hosts, those are the vendors that are maybe selling properties or renting properties rather on your website. So you can see them here. You can add new, you can set categories for them and also attributes. Testimonials are available on the website, bookings. So these are basically the settings here that affect your rentals. But let's just go through the settings one after the other. So if I come to Hivepress here and I come to settings, the first thing here is optional, is for us to set our listing page. We want to come to our properties definitely should be our listing page. Display categories instead of listings. In case you want to do that, that's a setting. Regular listing per page, 6 by default here, you may want to increase that. And featured listing too as well, by default here is 2 listings. I want to maybe increase that to maybe 3. Related listing per page, maybe another 3, that's fine. You can also want to maybe enable title, that's optional. You can also add image gallery as preview, enable image zoom, allow uploading videos. You might also want to allow that for your listing, and I think that's a good feature. You might also want to enable gallery in case you have images for your future listings. But again, that's literally up to you. For search, default search is by keywords. You might also want to search by categories or by date. That's literally up to you, but I think that's beautiful for you to be able to have these settings here. Default sorting, you want to be able to sort maybe by date or by maybe price, whatever it is, but default sorting, I would leave that by date. Okay, now for submission, you can set a page here. For example, if you have your terms and condition for submission, you might want to maybe add that page here so that people will be able to accept your terms and conditions for submissions before they are able to submit listings on your website. For submission here, allow submitting new listings. That's turned on in case you don't want to. You want to manage your website. You don't want anybody submitting listings to your website. You want to turn that off. Manually approve listing, ticked on by default. You want to see the listing, to go through it, approve it manually before it appears on your website. Allow reporting listings. You want to allow that. You want to let people see any listing and report it if it doesn't meet your terms and conditions. That is a very, very good feature. Expiration, you can have an expiration period. That's optional. If you come here, you'll be able to see, set the number of days after which a listing would expire. Storage period, also you might want to turn that off. Definitely, if you are setting the expiration period for 6 days, you want to make the storage period too as well for 6 days. Booking notes, allow vendors to add booking notes. That's literally up to you if you want to do that. And once you're done, you can just hit the save changes button, and that would save. And that you can see here, settings saved. Now let's come to our website and let's come to properties. Let's see what that page will look like. So you can see people can search by keywords. They can also search by date. They can also search by categories, just like the way we set it here. So we can come back here and just say, no, I don't want date again. I don't want categories again. I can just come here to save changes. And settings saved. We can come back here. We can refresh this. And then we can see people can only search now by keywords. And then we can see all our listings here. We have 8 of them. We can see we have our categories here by default: housing, apartment, rooms. We can see pricing, square footage, bedrooms, bedrooms. People can search based on that to filter down the categories. Let's say, for example, you want to have a facility that have just 3 bedrooms. Let's filter that down. 3 bedrooms, 3 bedrooms, you can see that. 3 bedrooms, you can see that. 3 bedrooms again, you can see that here. And I think this is amazing. So right now, let's continue with our settings. The next thing here is our reviews. Allow submission of multiple reviews. Do you want to allow that? That's right up to you. Manually approve new reviews. You might also want to allow that. Allowing replies to review. You may also want to turn that off, or you want on. Whatever it is, if you make any changes to this, save it. The next thing is for us to come to host. Display host in Frontend. That is turned on by default. So if you come here and let's come to our home page here, or come to RentalHive, either way it should take us back to the home page. If we come here, we should be able to see our host. You can see it's displaying here. If we turn that off here, then definitely that would be turned off. Host page, you may also want to create a dedicated page where you show the list of all the hosts that you have on your website. That is up to you, but if you have a page for that, you can just come here, come to a page here, add a new page, call it host, and then select this. Once you do that, okay, maybe I should do that right now. Let's see. Let's come to page. Let's come to add new in a new tab. Let's call this host as usual. Call it whatever you want to call it. That's literally up to you. Let's publish this. Now let's come back to settings here, and then we can come here. We might need to refresh this. And then let's come back here. So we now have host here. So display username, definitely. So host per page is displayed currently at 10. You might want to increase it maybe to 12, whatever it is. For search fields, you want to turn this by keywords, default sorting maybe by date, whatever. Allow direct registration. You might want to turn that on to as well, and then hit the save changes button. And then let's come here. Let's try to view our page. You can see now we now have our host page here. We can see our host is displaying here. And I think this is beautiful and super easy to do, right? Very easy to work around with this theme. You can customize it however you want to. So you also have another place here for users, display profiles on Frontend in case you want to do that, but that's not necessary. Why do you want to allow people who are users of your website display on Frontend? If you want to do that, you can go through the settings, allow user registration. Definitely you want to allow that. Generate username from email address. You might also want to turn that on. Then the next one here is to require email address verification. That might be very, very important for you to avoid spam. Personally, I would do that. Restrict access to Bakend. Of course, you don't want to allow people renting on your website to have access to your dashboard. Allow you to be able to delete the account. Also, you might want to do that. Your registration terms and condition page, if you have that, you want to set that here too as well. So that's it. Once you're done, hit the save changes button. And I think all these things are super simple and easy to do. The same thing here for messages. I don't want to just start going through all of this. I'm not sure you have any issues whatsoever for you to be able to set things here. You can see for bookings here, a lot of things you can do. Manage availability per vendor. You might want to turn that on. Syncing with external calendar. You might also want to turn that on. You might want to sync this with maybe with Airbnb. That's very up to you. Allow multiple places per booking. Enable daily booking. You might want to also turn this on. Currently, if we come to the website here, and let's come to maybe any of these to book. So if we come down here, if you want to book, you can see that you can only book this by date. But if we come back to the settings and we enable daily booking and maybe also enable time slot, allow multiple booking per slot. Let's just turn this off. Just for example, we can also lock this up to maybe a time zone. You can choose a time category too as well, houses, apartment or rooms or whatever we want to lock to time. That's also very, very important, but it's optional. Confirmation page and all of those things. Let's just save now and then let's go back. I just want us to see exactly what will change when we do that. So now let's refresh. You can see now we now have a place now for time. Unfortunately here we cannot make bookings per time because we did not do that in the listing when we're listing it. Let me just show you how that works. I don't want to forget that eventually. Let's edit this listing and let's enable timing for this. And then we can scroll down here. Scroll down till we see a place here from the time. So this is available from, let's say, 12 a.m. to, let's say, maybe 4 or maybe 9 p.m. For example, this is just an example. Our booking time slot, this is set in minutes. So let's just say this is 1:20. Booking slot interval. Let's just leave this as is, and then let's come back up here and let's update this. And let's view our post now. So from here right now, we can come here, set a date. Let's say we want this date. And from here now, we can come to our time. You can see you can switch in between your time is available from 12. And you can see that by 8 p.m., this is not available anymore. So that's exactly how to set this based on date and time. And I think that's a fantastic setting to have on your rental. That's good. And then we can see a place here also for integration. You can see here that we can integrate reCAPTCHA for this. We can also integrate Zoom. And Hivepress, definitely this is our license key. This is where we did that earlier. So that's it for our Hivepress settings. We also have other settings here around emails. Let's see what we can do. We don't have any emails here. We can come here to add an email, and we can give our email a title, maybe welcome email or whatever it is, and then we can set the event for that email, maybe when a booking is accepted or when a booking is cancelled, or when a booking is confirmed. So this is to host, this is to user. So you want to set those emails so that everybody is carried along. Password reset, all of those things here, and I think that's quite very amazing. Once you create that email, you put the content of the email here, you can easily just publish this email. And it's the same thing for a template, also for themes, and also for the extensions. And I think I showed you the extensions we have earlier. So if you click this here, you'll be able to see all the extensions. You see the ones that are active. Booking active. Marketplace is not active yet. We need to install that right away. You can also build memberships. You can also search alert requests. These are things that you can use to improve the functionality of this site. Social logins, in case you want people to just log in with their social media details. Social links, SEO, import, in case you want to allow users to import listings. That's for your host. That's also possible. Statistics for viewing listings. You want to see what type of listings people are checking on your site. You can also purchase that for $29. Opening hours, tax, claim listing, a lot of things here that are paid listing in case you want people to pay for their listing. This is free, and I think it's something we should install. Maybe we should install that right away. Let's activate that. That's a good way for you to monetize this channel. That's very important. So we have that installed here. So let's go back to bookings. Let's see exactly what we can do there before we install the marketplace. From here, if we select a time that we want and we hit book now, so you can see here, we just need to possibly add a note here. I am keen about this listing, right? And then the only thing we can do is to confirm our booking. That's exactly what it is like here. So you can say, thank you, your booking of New Space House has been confirmed. The booking reference number is 327. So from here, you can view your booking. So you can see confirmed here. I'm keen about this listing. You can send a message to the host if you want to, and then the host will see your listing. Maybe we should just come to the back end here. Let's come to bookings. Let's come to let's see our bookings. You can see this is the booking here, new spacious home. You can see this has been confirmed. So that's exactly what it is like booking using this. But to add more functionality, let's just come back now to plugins. Let's come to add new. Let's come to upload. My download is gone here already, but let me just choose this from here. So I have my downloads here. I can just install this Hivepress marketplace. Very important. And then let's install this. Let's activate this. Okay, so immediately we install this. So you can say the WooCommerce plugin must be installed to activate Hivepress marketplace to work. So let's come here. Let's this is taking us outside to WooCommerce. No, let's just come to plugins here. Let's come to add new. Let's just search for WooCommerce here. So this is WooCommerce. Let's install WooCommerce. All right. So now let's activate WooCommerce. All right. So that has been installed and activated. So we can see all plugin here has been installed and activated, including our Hivepress marketplace. The other two plugins that we downloaded has been installed. That is booking and also for tax. So there's no need to worry now. Now we are good to go. So I can just close this up here. Let's just come back here. Let's come to our properties and let's just see the difference between what the booking was then and what the booking should be right now. So let's choose another booking, another rental here, and then let's come down here. Let's select a date. Let's just say 23rd, and let's choose a time. Let's just say this, and let's book now. The next thing here now is proceed to payment. This is very, very critical for you if you have host and you are sharing commission. It's just very beautiful for you to have this option for people to pay just when they are trying to make a reservation for your rentals. That's very, very important. But for us to be able to accept payment, we need to work on WooCommerce. So if we come to WooCommerce here, we can come to settings. You can set up your store, put your address, do all those things. That's literally up to you. But what I'm more important about is coming to payment. And from here, you can see the payment method that is available for you is just direct bank transfer, cash payment, also cash on delivery. You may want to enable this if you think this is good for your store, but you want to be able to accept payment, right? And I think that's just something very, very critical to do. So under WooCommerce here, you now have options here for payment. So if you click this here, so you can see here, direct bank transfer, cash on delivery. I said that earlier, you can see, but by default here, this is ticking pay stack for me because of my location. In your case, if you're in a location where PayPal is accepted, Stripe is accepted, you have the option here for you to do that. But this is WooCommerce. You can easily just come to plugins here and just come to add new. For example, let's say we want to install PayPal. I can just type in WooCommerce and then add PayPal. So from here, you can see we have a plugin here for PayPal, so we can install this plugin. And there are lots of plugins really. So you can see here, it says that WooCommerce is required, but that's it. We can install that. But this one here has 2 star ratings. So a lot of people don't like using this plugin. It's a lot complicated. So you can see here, there are plugins here like this one here, PayPal payment plugin for PayPal WooCommerce. You can see this one here has 5-star ratings. I would advise that you take note of these plugins here. Don't just install this because this is directly by WooCommerce. So I might just need to deactivate that and possibly install this one. So that's exactly how to activate payment gateways for your WooCommerce. So let's say, for example, you want to install Stripe. You just need to just type in WooCommerce and Stripe. You would see a plugin for that. You can see here Stripe payment gateway also by WooCommerce, and this has 3-star rating. You want to be very wary of that. So you can see other payment gateway as well here that has good 5-star rating. You don't want to set up Stripe and people are paying you and you're getting error. You don't want to do all of those things. So the next thing here, another payment gateway to check out whatever Square, type it here. Whatever payment gateway you're using that is available in your locality, type in here. WooCommerce, you have a plugin for that. Install that, and I'm not sure you have a problem trying to activate that. So let me come to my installed plugin. Let me just set up PayPal for this tutorial purpose alone. So if I come here, this is the one from WooCommerce. I'm going to just delete this one entirely. So I would activate this. We have a notification here. You can read that. I can just close this. I'm not sure I want to go through that. The first thing is our settings here, and it's for us to connect our PayPal. So let's click on this. What you just want to do is to just click to connect, and a pop-up like this would open up. And here you just want to put your PayPal email address, and then you want to go next. And then you want to put your password. You can see allow PayPal to connect your account with the payment plugin. All you want to do is to agree and connect. And that's everything you need to do to connect PayPal to your store. And you can see here, everything connected. It's been able to pick out a client ID, secret ID, and everything is fine. And we can see if we come back to payment, we now have PayPal here. We can turn this on, and then we can just finish this setup. From here, we want to make sure this is enabled. Titled is PayPal. You can just say pay with PayPal or put a description here. Whatever you want to do, you might want to capture payment on cart page and also on order page. That's literally up to you. place an order or buy now, you can change the button here. That's also literally up to you. Show a pop-up icon, that's also up to you. You can see what this would look like. You can maybe play around with the size. You can also, the button is gold, you can change it to whatever color you want, rectangle, whatever it is that work for you. Option for Venmo in case you want to do that. Do you want to enable pay later? That's also up to you if you want to allow that. Do you want to enable card? PayPal is also able to accept payment with credit card. So that's also possible as well. So once you do all of these things, you can hit save changes. So that's it. So that's everything we want to do to enable PayPal on our store, and our store is ready to receive payment. I want to turn off cash on delivery because I don't want to have that feature. Okay, so this is good. What we just need to do now is for us to come to coming soon. We want to make sure our store is live. You can see this is on coming soon here. We want to turn this to live and then save changes. Going forward, let's just continue with checking out Hivepress and what we can do with Hivepress. So right now, basically, I think we're done with Hivepress and the settings here. But because we just installed the marketplace plugin, there are some other things that we should be able to still do with the settings, but I will come back to that eventually. Now, the first thing we have here is our listings. So under listing, you can see that you can see all the listings. You can add a new listings. You can set up categories, tags, packages, and also attributes. So let's come to listings. From here, we'll be able to see all the listings that we have currently on the website, and we have 18 of them. So for us to add a new listing, we just need to come up here to add new listing, and then we can give our listing a name. We can give it a description if we must. Host is optional, but you can set this to whoever you want is hosting this. If you type your name, it should show here. And you want to make this verified listing. You can also make this a featured listing. You can charge for that. And also you can see that you can set featuring date and expiration date as well. So that's literally up to you. You can select the images for this listing and also set calendar for this listing if this listing is tied to a time. That's up to you. You can see for attributes here, you can set categories. Is it a house? Is it an apartment? Is it a room? You can also set the price, the square footage, the bedrooms. The bedrooms are pet allowed, cat allowed, dogs allowed, not allowed. You want to specify that. Check in, when is the time to check in, when is the time to check out. Tags is also optional, but it's very, very important. Is it downtime? Is it uptime? Minimalist, modern, refurbished, whatever it is. And if you want to add more to that, it's also possible. I'll be showing you how to do that through this. Booking offset, you want to leave time between one booking and the next one. Booking window, bookings are days. I want this to be booked from Monday to Wednesdays alone. That's literally up to you. And you just want it to be available between maybe 8 a.m. in the morning and 9 p.m. in the night. You can set down here, set all of those things, and once you are done, you can just hit the publish button. That's how super simple and easy it is for you to add your listing. So right now you can come to your categories to set categories for your listing. So you see we have apartment, we have houses, we have rooms. Let's say you want to have another one called condo, for example. You can type in that here, leave the slug to pick the slug. You can add an image to this, just add this as a category. Let's say that we want to add, we want to make condo a subcategory under apartment. For us to do that, let's just edit this listing, and from here you can see parent category. We can just make this a category under maybe houses, for example, and let's update this, and that's it. So now let's go back to our categories. So you can see now that this now is a subcategory under houses. So you can see once you see this dash before any category, it means it is a subcategory under this. So let's edit this and take this out of houses as a subcategory. Let's change the parent category to none and let's update this. So that's exactly how to set categories for your listing. So in your case, you might want to come to your categories. If you are not selling houses, let's say you are renting maybe bicycles or whatever it is, you can come here and set the categories for that. And I think that's super easy to do. The next thing here are categories. Categories are like keywords that ties down your listings. For example, they are just like features. So you can see here for houses, these as tags around central. There are things people are searching for around the houses that you're renting. You want to put out here, is it by the seaside? Is it a modern house? Is it remodel? Is it furbished? Is it in downtown? Is it central? Is it close to a train station? You might want to have that here. Another thing again you want to do is attribute. I'll come back to packages because again you can create and sell packages. So for your attributes here, you have square meters, bedroom, bathroom, check-in, check-out, pet. Does it allow pet? What kind of pet does it allow? You want to do the price, so you want to have other attributes that distinguishes your listing. And I think we have seen that already in all our listings, so you can see them here. These are the attributes here. You want to add more attributes if you want to. So you can see for tags here for this listing, you can see it's downtown, it's remodeled, and it's also spacious. So whatever it is you want to add is literally up to you to add to that. So that's it for your attributes. And also for our packages, we have not set a package. We can also add a package to this. Maybe I'll come down to touch more about packages later. So the next thing here is for our hosts. As usual, these are the hosts that we have. Let's come to categories. I'm not sure there's any category. You might want to categorize your host, male, female, specialist, non-specialist, expert. No, those are the things. That's literally up to you, really. I'm not really into real estate. I really don't know much about categories for your host or whatever it is you're using this for, really. And what is most important again here is attribute. You can see what services do they render, the languages do they speak. Maybe you want to set another one attribute, maybe part-time or full-time, or maybe available for tour or not. You might want to also set that attribute. You can just maybe write tour, allow front-end editing. You might want to do that. So for a field name, we can just say tour, and field type, we can just maybe do check boxes. You can come down here, set other things that you want to. That's literally up to you, but I will just publish this. And then from here, you can see that we can now edit this option. For tour, we might just say the first thing here is yes. Yes, I'm available for tour. That's up to you. You can just say add option. And also again, you can just say no. In your case here, you might want to be more explicit. Yes, I allow tour. No, I don't allow tour, or whatever it is. So now let's come to attributes here. We can see our attributes now here that we have 3 of them. So right now we can come to the next thing here, which is our testimonials. You can see this is testimonials we have on our website, and I think I showed you that earlier. You can add a new testimonial. This is also super simple and easy to do. If you come here and come to our home page, for example, we should be able to see our testimonials. So this is our testimonials here, and also you can see we have just 3 of them. We can add more testimonials. This is where you set the featured image. That's the image of the person that is giving the testimonial. That's very important for you to add the title of your testimonial, the details here, and that's it. Everything here is done, and then hit the publish. Super simple and easy to do. That's not a problem. Now let's come to bookings. So for our bookings here, we can add a new booking manually here, and we can also set attributes for our booking. So if we come to our store here, let's come to any of the listings here. So from here we can set a date to book, and then also a time as usual. And if we click book now, so you can see here, before they proceed to payment, these details we have here is just the start and the end time. We can add more attributes here for a booking. So for example, if you come to booking, we can add an attribute. We might want to just ask them a question, and that might just be, do you have a luggage, for example? And we can allow front-end editing. Field name, we can just call this luggage. Field type, we want to just make these check boxes. No, check boxes should be fine for this. And for categories, this should work for all of the categories. And then let's publish this. You can see that is published, and we can come here, we can then edit this. So we can just say yes, and then we can add this option, and also no, and add that option. So we have yes, no. So that's it. Let's come back. You can set attributes here, a lot of them. You want to know your client. Okay, do you want airport shuttle, for example? You want to ask those kind of questions before they make booking, so that you can recommend maybe a service to them. Whatever it is, do you want airport shuttle or airport pickup, or whatever it is you want to set there. So I can just say pickup. And field type, again, we can work with checkboxes. In your case, you can work with time, and you can also work with embed radio. You can do whatever it is there that you want to do. And description, you can also set this for all of the categories. You can publish it. And then from here, we can edit this. As usual, let's just do a yes and no option. So let's add this. And also for no as well, let's do this. All right, so we now have yes and no here, and I think this is good. All right, so now let's come back here and let's refresh this. So you can see now this question is now here. So do you have a luggage? This is optional. You can say yes. Do you want airport shuttle? You can also say yes, and then you can add a note, whatever, and then proceed to payment. Super simple and easy, right? So that's exactly how to manage your bookings here. So the next thing here is your payouts. So if we come here, you would see from here that you do not have any payouts. The reason you don't have any payout is because no one has requested for a payout on your website. So once you have hosts or vendors and then they are requesting for payouts, you should be able to see that here. For you to be able to set up your payouts, you need to set a method for your payout. So you can see here our method here is empty. Again, you may want to set up maybe PayPal as a method for your payment. Then you can have that here. You can also say wire transfer. For example, for wire transfer, because it is a very difficult thing to do, it's not as simple as easy as PayPal, where with a click of a button you can pay for your payout. You might want to set maybe a minimum amount. You can say for you to request a payout, you should have $500 in sales or in commission for you to be able to request a payout, and then you can add that method. So now it's easier for your host to request a payout. All right, so that's everything that is to Hivepress settings. I've walked you through all of them. I'm sure that you will now know exactly how to do some settings around Hivepress to customize it to suit exactly what you want to use it for. So the next thing I want to touch right now is exactly how to monetize this store. So apparently the first thing is for you to charge a commission, and I think I mentioned that earlier, but let me just touch down on that before I continue to other ones. So if we come to Hivepress, where is Hivepress here? Okay, Hivepress, let's come to settings. From here, if you come to host, because those are the people you want to charge a commission when they are posting. So if you scroll down here, you can charge a commission rate or charge a commission fee. Another possibility again is that you have hosts that are doing better than the other and you want to give them different commission rates. So what do you do? So for example, let's say that you take a percentage and you take you give 50% of every booking made from them to every of the hosts that you have, and you save changes here. So these would affect every host that you have. So what you can still do right now, if you have specific host on your website that you want to give maybe 60 or 70% because they are doing better. So for example, we can just come to host and let's see all the hosts that we have. So let's say for Thomas here, we want to change his own commission from 50% to 60%. Let's edit Thomas. And if we scroll down, you would see that there is now a commission rate now here and fee also for Thomas. So whatever you set here, we override the general setting. So here right now, we can just say 60%. Even if it is a flat fee, you can type that here too as well. So whatever you set here will be specific for this person. So you can just come here and update that host. So that's the first way you can monetize this website. So the second one is for you to sell packages. Let's say you want to make your vendors or your host pay before they can list. So you want to charge them for listing. WooCommerce will undo that for us. Let's come to product. Let's come to add a new product. Let's say we want to have two packages, a free listing and a paid listing, or maybe monthly or yearly. Whatever it is you want to do is literally up to you. But for me here, I will just do monthly paid listing, and then I want to come down here. I want to make this a virtual product. For monthly paid listing, I want to say it's priced at $49 US, right? So once we're done from here, we can just come up here and publish this. So now let's add a new product. Let's say for the new one, we want to make this a yearly paid listing. As usual, we want to make this $99 US for a year. And then I want to publish this. So that's it. That's done here. So we have two listings here that we have created inside of WooCommerce. So now let's come back here. Let's come to our listings, and from listings here you can see we have option here for packages. So here we can create our packages. So let's create the first package. I want to call this monthly listing. So here we can add features for our listing. For me, I will just paste something random here. So in your case here, you might just want to let them know everything that is to that package. So right now for WooCommerce product here, you can see we now have the two here, but since this is monthly, we set this to monthly. The next thing here is listing limit. You must have let them know here in the features here that they have access to, let's just say 10 listing per month. So you have to have that here. Listing expiration after 30 days. Okay, so do you want to make this a featured listing? That's literally up to you. You want to recommend this package? That's literally up to you. Those are things that you can do more for this listing for people to be able to pay. So those are the things you want to do. You want to also set categories for this monthly listing. So I can just select all of them and then I would publish this. So that's it. For monthly listing, we can also add a new package. I can call this yearly as usual, yearly package. Again, put the details here. I'll just put something random and then we select a yearly package here. So for our yearly package, we want to let them know that they have 100 listing for a year. That's literally up to you. We want to set this to 360, maybe 5 days or 66 days, whatever it is. Now, because the yearly package, you may want to make their package featured so that people can see that more. That's up to you to choose. You may also want to set categories available for your package, and then you want to publish this. So that's exactly how to create packages for your website. I'm not sure I'll be able to do this. Let's come to list a property, and from here I might want to set categories, houses, give it a title, anything random, a price I want to say is 567, square footage, anything there, bedroom is 3, bathroom is 2, pet allowed, check-in, at my time there, checkout, something like that, tags optional, description, anything here random, basically. Booking offset, I might not want to set that one. This too is optional. Booking available from, time to, whatever it is. Let's just see if I can submit this listing, or I have to set this. Let's say okay. All right. Let's see if this would work right now. Time slots. I can just say 6. Book slot interval. In minutes, I might just say 120. Whatever it is. Manually, whatever. Let's just submit this listing now and let's see. That is redirecting us here now to select a package. Is that I buy this monthly or I buy this yearly. So if I hit the buy now button, it takes you to WooCommerce for that person to check out. So another thing again we can still do is to come back here. Let's see what we can do with featured listing. Another fantastic way for you to make money on this store. So in case you want to charge for your featured listing. So again, we're going to work with WooCommerce. So let's come with product. Let's add a new product. Let's call this featured listing, right? We want to, maybe this is priced at 29.99, right? This is a virtual product. Then let's publish this. Okay, so we can scroll down here. So let's come to Hivepress and let's come to settings. So if we scroll down, we should see a place for featuring. So the first thing we can do here is to set a WooCommerce product, and we want to select featured listing, and then you want to set a period for your featured listing. Let's just say that when time anybody pays 29.99, we would feature that product for 7 days. So let's just write that for 7 days. Also, once we are done here, we can save changes. If anyone comes to their website now, let's come to my listings here from my store. So these are the listings here. So any listing start here that is here is featured. Let's just say, for example, we want to make any of them featured. If we just click this star to redirect you to checkout here, where you can pay for your featured listing $29. You can put your details here, and you can see here we can just pay with our PayPal. We can pay with PayPal. We can also pay with our credit card using PayPal, and I think this is amazing, right? So that's exactly how to set this. So we can come back here to settings. Another thing, we are done with featured listing. Another thing we can still do to monetize this website is claim listing. So let's come here. Let's come to the extension. They have a free extension here called claim listing. We can install this. All right, this has been installed. Let's activate this. So claim listing is just a feature on your website where you can generally make listings, general listings, and people can claim the ownership of the listing, and then they can pay a certain amount of money for that. For example, let's say there's a review website, and then anybody can just submit a listing for reviewing the website, but then you can then go there and claim the listing and say, okay, this is my website people are reviewing. I want to have certain level of control. I want to be able to respond. I want to be able to do things, something like that. So that's exactly what you can do with this, but this is best when you are not charging maybe for your listing, and then anybody can just make any listing and you want people to claim that listing. That's important too as well. We're going to manage this again with WooCommerce. So let's just come to WooCommerce here. Let's come to product, let's come to add new, and we'll call this claimed listing, and You can put a description as usual. I'll make this virtual, and I can just maybe put a price tag of 19.99 on this, and then I can publish this. All right, so now let's come back here to Hivepress and let's come to settings. So from my listing here, you can see I now have a new option here for claims. So if I click on this, then I can select a WooCommerce product for that. I can just hit claimed listing. Do you want to manually approve your claims? Maybe. And then let's save this. So now let's come back to our front end. Let's come to any random listing. Let's come home, for example. Okay, let's just visit any random listing. Hopefully this should work. So from here, if you come here, you can see there's an option here now for claim listing. So if you click on this, you can see right details. Yes, this is my property, for example, then claim it for 19.99. It's putting error here. This is crazy. My WooCommerce setting should be in US dollars. Maybe there's an error there. So I can just hit claim listing, and you can see you can claim your own listing. So apparently this is able to figure out that this is my listing. So I can close this. So I don't know, maybe I must have done a mistake around WooCommerce for my currency. If I come here, let's come to settings. You can see Lagos. This has been set to NGN. Why? That's crazy. USD. All right. That's it for monetizing this website. I believe these are fantastic ways for you to monetize this, different from you trying to sell your rentals. And I think this is beautiful. This is a good way to monetize this. And also you can make changes to your website. For example, let's come to the home page. You can see menu here. This is exhausting. There are some things you want to take out: sample pages, properties, my account, and also I'll show you how you can make changes to your pages here. Let's say, for example, you want to just change things. So let's come back here. Let's come to appearance. Okay, it's here. Let's come to our menu. And then we want to change our menu to our header, and then we want to select this. So you can see this is what we have for our header. So right now we might just want to bulk edit. Let's say, for example, I want to take out the pages. Maybe I want to leave the host page, right? And I want to take down all of this. Maybe I want to leave the blog. I can just come here and remove selected. And I think you can see that has been removed, and I can just come to save menu. So that's it. So now let's come back here to header. Let's refresh this. Oh, this is not reflecting here. Let's come back. Let's check. Something is wrong. And it's our header. Okay, maybe we didn't assign that, or apparently we didn't. So as you can see here, and then let's save this menu now. Let's come back here and let's refresh this. All right, so you can see this is now cleaner. All of those things are gone. This is the name. So from here, I can see my listing. I can go to my dashboard, my listings, calendar, booking, settings, and I can sign out if I want to do sign out. So if I come to dashboard, you can see I have a very beautiful dashboard here where I can manage my listings. I should be able to see my balance here based on how much I have earned for me to request a payout, right? So that's it for this. So let's come back to the front end here and let's see how to edit this page. This page is designed using the default Gutenberg WordPress Gutenberg page builder. So let's come to edit at the back end here to make this process smooth. Let's come to appearance. Let's come to customize too as well, because there are some things that we're going to be changing from the back end while some things in the front end. It's not that complicated. Let's just see how this works. At the back end here, we can see that we can edit this. For example, if we want to change our logo, so you can see this is the logo here. We can change the logo. We can remove it completely if you don't even want to have a logo. We can put a tagline, and we can put a copyright notice here, and also a provision for site icon. Site icon is the logo here that you see on your browser. So by default here, you have these global icons if you don't set anything here. So that's exactly how to customize this here. So if we scroll down as well, we can come to our footer section here. We can also make changes to this. So for example, let's say we want to change this. So you can see this is the menu item here that controls this: houses, apartment, rooms. Let's say I want to add new. I can add new menu, and then I can reorder them. I can drag them up and down however I want to. Okay, so this is a sub already. So okay, you can see that is pretty responsive. The location definitely should be the footer. That's it. So the same thing for these two as well. For our blog, we can change that here. They're just categories for our blog. And again, we can come back. We can come to our footer from here. So for our footer here, we can see our footer menu is here. But again, we can set that to our footer. And then you can see now we now have that here for our footer: terms of use and privacy policy. That's it. We can come back from footer. So we are done with this. Let's come back. Some of the things we can still play around our settings here is our colors. For example, well, we can see our header color is white. We might want to change that color, but I think white is cool. We might want to change our primary color from green. We can select whatever color we want. So let's say we just want to work with something, I don't know, anything random here. So you can see that is changing, maybe a little bit deeper. You can see that that's changing across the website, and I think that's beautiful. So the secondary color is the yellow color here. We might also want to change that. Maybe we want to make that maybe blue. Let's see how that looks. I'm very bad combining colors, so you can see this, not too smooth, not too cold, but I'm going to leave that. I just want to show you what works. This is not my live website, so you can make changes to that. So for our header image, you can see this image here. We can change that too as well. So this is where to change it. So you can see this is the header image. Let's say we don't like this here. We want to change this to something entirely different. Let's just use a website like pexels.com to get royalty-free images. So you can see it's opened here. I just want to say beautiful houses. So any keyword at all will be good for me. Maybe a beautiful house, maybe something like this. I like it. I might just click it. I can choose a medium size here is good. In your case, maybe large is fine. For me, just for tutorial purpose, I want to download that selected size. So you can see that that's downloaded. I can come back to the backend here. I can add a new image, and then I can bring that image directly into my WordPress website. And I have that image here, so I can select and crop this. I might want to just maybe bring it somewhere down here. This is exactly what I want. So let's crop this image. That has changed, and I think this is beautiful. Yeah. So that's exactly how to make changes to that. So we've done changes to our menu, to our widget, homepage settings, front, WooCommerce. You can do all of those settings, and I think that's beautiful. So let's publish our settings, and let's come here on our homepage here. We don't have a live page here, but the text on our pages here are things that we can make changes to. So for example, rent unique properties around the world. I might just say, for example, I can click into this and just copy this and just say rent a home away from home. Something random like that. As you can see, this is good. I might want to change the text here too as well. So for my categories here, I don't have much control over them, but I can click into it. So you can see I can play with the columns and also the number. So I might want to increase the column to 4, for example. So I might want to increase the number from 3 to 4. And you can see now I have 4 here. So those are the things that you can play around with. You might want to change the text here. That's also possible. So here again, get started. You can change the text. You can change everything here. This is super simple and easy. You can use ChatGPT to generate text for your website. Top properties, the same thing. We can make changes to this. From 3 columns, we can set this to 4. We can also increase the number from 6 to whatever color, from 6 to whatever number we want. That's literally up to us. So meet our host. Again, as usual, we can change the column and the number. That's up to us. We can change the text. That's it. Super easy. Our testimonials as well. We don't have much settings here. Column here is 1. I might want to change the column to 2. You can see how that works. I might just take this back to 1. For example, I can move this upward. I can move it downward. You see how that works. Super simple and easy to do. For our blog here, we can also increase the column and also the number. I can even say I don't want to have this blog here at all on this page. So for this, I can just come here and then I can delete this. You can see that is done. Let's just say I want to return it back. I can just come back here to undo, and then my blog should be back. As you can see, super simple and easy. And also find the property. These are the call to actions. You might want to also customize this, change the text, change the button, change the link, change whatever it is you want to do. This is linking to the property page, and I think this is beautiful. So that's exactly how to customize your page, and I think this is super simple and easy, right? So let's save this and let's view our page. Let's see if changes are made. You can see here changes are made already on this live website, and I think this is super amazing. That's it for this tutorial. I believe this is super easy for you to do. I believe this tutorial has been able to cover everything that is to this. I'm not sure I'm missing out on anything, but if I do miss out on something that you really want to learn more about, you can let me know in the comment section. I'll look out for them, and I'll try my best to help you as much as possible as I can. That's my time for this tutorial. If you find it useful, give me a thumbs up. If you have any issue whatsoever, like I told you earlier, just let me know in the comment section. I'll look out for them. I would see you in another tutorial, and until then, stay safe.